I love getting questions like this. Someone who's asking a well thought out question. They're being genuinely curious. Great question. So, hi mate, in Islam, if riba is not allowed, does this not work both ways? Technically, you shouldn't get interest. How do you manage this? Surely means you can't bank, as it would feel unethical to receive the interest. And sent a screenshot explaining that in Islam, riba, taking interest and receiving interest are both impermissible. And then he says, this must make wealth growth a challenge. And the answer to this is basically that as Muslims, if we're going to open up a savings account, we try our best to avoid the interest-based accounts. And if it's unavoidable, we'll basically give that percentage of interest, however much we receive, whenever we receive it, away to charity. And this is the overall message. We live in an interest-based financial system that is almost completely unavoidable, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to make a decision to avoid everything that we can avoid that is impermissible for us in terms of mortgages, riba investments, and then the other things like actually using fiat-based currency. There's really, really strong arguments to say that Bitcoin is more Islamically permissible than fiat currency because you can print money, but you can't print more Bitcoin. And with regards to the question of whether wealth growth is more difficult as a Muslim, it's a really, really good question. And I'll explain it like this. As an NHS dentist, if you're not doing much private dentistry, I can almost guarantee you what you're doing is you're bringing patients in and out, in and out, in and out, right? Very, very quickly. You're not really having conversations with them. And what I can almost guarantee you is you are not giving your patients all the options. They don't understand the ins and outs of dentistry. They don't understand all the dental options that are available, okay, until you explain them to them. And then they can make a diligent decision. And it's exactly the same in the investment markets. When you don't have the financial education, you're going to either think everything is haram and you're going to avoid it, or you're going to think it's too difficult to analyze what's halal and what's haram. I'm just going to invest and then, yeah, hopefully I get forgiven, right? It doesn't work like that. What I've realized over the last 5 to 10 years being in the investment markets is that there are a huge number of fully halal, fully Sharia compliant investments that are available. But until you take the time to expand your understanding, expand your education, especially as I've been here in the UAE, expand my network to find these amazing businesses and amazing investors, we actually have opportunities and investments that will return significantly above market value. So the irony is that you'll have non-Muslim, Muslim investors investing into anything, stock market, S&P 500, which is not permissible, right? And they're struggling to barely make 8 to 10% a year. We are able to give significantly above market returns. Now, obviously that comes with potentially a little bit higher risk. These are not ridiculously risky investments. They're in property. They're in well-established businesses.